Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to our daily stock market insights. And today we're going to talk about your favorite stocks. You know the drill. If you have special requests, go ahead and drop a comment so I can prioritize your request. Okay, let's give our friends a few minutes. We already have invited them, and these are our friends from Instagrams and from our Facebook page. There you have it. Okay, let me go ahead and so by the way, we are working noise in our Instagrams. And let's take a look at the market. Okay, so first of all, let's set up our tools. Okay, looking at our PSEI, I see that there is a slight positive improvement in how the market performed. It actually negated our uh, insights around this being a sign of weakness, but still, as for me, I would be very conservative. We're still sitting at the resistance level for this stock. Initially, I plotted it around this range. I think around the or around this one. Okay, but we still have 2 points here, which was back on March 16th, and then this level, March 27th, which is still sitting right at the resistance area. So if we really want to be sure, let's wait till the market opens tomorrow. If it goes higher than 5,570 area or 5,586 area, then we can say we now have a breakout play, and this could be a confirmation that we now have a change in direction fully. Okay, because right here we're still a little bit hesitant because this could potentially be a temporary bounce. But if we have one more green candlestick that will break this area right here, so we can formally say that it is going to have a breakout play. Now let's take a look at the other stocks. Let's take a look at BDO. Okay, BDO has now created a support in this area. Okay, with the green candlestick that was formed today, this is now a confirmation that this is an area of support that we have. So, in case the market gives around 98.30, that would be a good area to start buying. And I hope this does not break though. So, uh, but there were several days that this area has already been confirmed. This used to be a resistance here, support, support, support. So several days it was already validated in that area. So this green candlestick has confirmed that this is going to be indeed a support level. URC, uh, our internet is a bit slow. Let me just check. Okay, so this is a good story for you, RC. We have a breakout. Um, it has crossed the MA20 line, so in case some people will take profit tomorrow, a good area to also enter would be your MA20 line, which is around 108.70. So this area used to be a support. It formed the support in this area and then a resistance here. It broke that line, so I'm thinking if people will take profit, it will give us a chance at 108.70, which is already a good area. So it's slightly higher than, of course, this level, right? But between this point against this point, definitely you are already at a winning area to accumulate volume. At the same time, of course, May 27th over here is the X date. So I'm thinking people will be bullish in this stock because of the scheduled dividend. And yeah, this is a good amount to pay, 1.65. March and May. April, May. In just 2 months, they were able to give out a dividend. So that means they're at a good standing in terms of revenue. Okay, so I feel positive with the URC. ICT. ICT is also giving us a good formation right here. So look at how your RSI is forming at the moment. Well, let me just put this as our support level. And while we were moving at this range, right, your RSI, well, this one is a little bit lower than this point, so it's just natural to have a much higher point here. But right now, you see some accumulation. So this is an example of this kind of pattern, right? Accumulate first before it goes up again. So this is what we are anticipating to for our ICT. This is the movement that we are anticipating. But in case the market gives you a chance at 71 level, that would be a better price. But definitely, I would say that the next possible movement would be to the upside. Might stay in this area for a few days, but the next course of action would be moving up. They also, yeah, they're done with their dividend, and it was already released April 3rd. Yes. Good thing it didn't drop that much, right? April 3rd, Friday, there was profit taking, but it didn't really drastically drop in terms of price, and quickly we recovered today. So that's a good sign. JFC starting to move higher, and I am thinking it will, in the coming days, this area will be filled. So next possible resistance would be your MA20 line, but definitely this is already a good area to start accumulating, especially because we're starting to push the resistance some more. Most of the actions are happening there. Yesterday we were in our insights, we were not very positive. We were thinking that it might go back in the 95 level, but in today's volume, you might have a change in our perspective, given that we now have a much higher volume than yesterday. So people are showing interest in JFC. Same with the SMPH. For our SMPH, there you have it. We're sitting at the resistance level, so it's still a wait and see game. We have a very a resistance. So this is already within the resistance level, right? But it could still extend up to this range, because for 2 days over here, that was an area where there was rejection that happened. Also here, it stopped right there and then it just broke that line. So it will first challenge your 31 level. If it breaks that area, then we can say there is going to be a breakout play, and then the next area to monitor would be right at this range. Let me just move this. Let's move it to 38 level. $38. Okay, around that line. Okay, so if the price crosses 31 level, break in the next area to check out would be 38 level. DMC, hi Jasper. Let's check out DMC. For DMC, wow, our internet is so slow. Okay, so interesting for this stock. There's volume right here. You're also sitting at a resistance. However, I see that there is a gap down that happened here. So there is a big chance that if it will continue to move up, it will first challenge this level. This one over here. So I would have to still be, me, I'm a bit conservative in terms of entering. Now, if you have entered right here and let's say it experiences some weakness, when you say weakness, that means you see a possible red candlestick forming right there. Let's say tomorrow it moves up a little higher and then ends the day with a red. Out for me, that is already a sign of weakness. Okay, but we are very near. I think there is still a chance for it to move a little higher, but the short term resistance that I can see right here is 0.32. Okay, but we really cannot tell. In case the volume continues to move up or continues to accumulate, that means more and more buyers are showing interest. It's also possible that it can break this line and then we'll continue to move up. But definitely, it will fill this gap. There was a gap down that happened here. All right. Next is SMPH. The next one would be Pure Gold. Okay, we were right with Pure Gold. I was looking at this chart earlier, and it continued to move up. So yeah, I think let me just pull it up. It's taking a little while. Oh, you just entered. May I know the price level you entered at for DMC? In the meantime, while we wait for Jasper to reply, I was asking because our internet is so slow. Jasper, may I know the price level you entered at? While we do that, while we wait for your reply, let's take a look at this talk. I feel positive because we had a resistance in this level and now we're triggering the upper band. There is also a resistance right in this range. we really cannot eliminate that because for the past how many months here, we were just moving sideways. So the next resistance levels are really close to each other. So first resistance was over here, and then the next would be around this range where it is at the moment. So that's also a resistance level. Now, if we continue to move up, then that would be a very good breakout play for pure gold. And I would have to say yes. Uh, I feel that there is a big possibility because look at this. We're still above the average, right? Average volume for this stock, meaning more and more people are still showing interest. In fact, there's foreign buying happening that happened today. Okay, so there's a big chance that it might move up, but be extra careful because sometimes you know when the price level is already too obvious that it's moving up. That's also the time when big players or big whales are uh, taking profit. But if you are a long-term investor at this point, I would have to say you are a very good level. But just in case there's a chance, you know, for people to take profit, wait for it to revisit 39 level. For me, I think this is a strong support that we might be stabilizing at in case we have people taking profit tomorrow. And I'd have to say yes, there's a big chance because we're very near the overbought. We're still within that healthy level around 60ish, 65 level, but